Hi everybody, it's the old man again, here with Project Z. You know, we've been working on this car off and on 3.5 years now. And Nash, who, it's his car. He was the one who originally bought it for $500 when we first picked it up. He was only 10 years old at the time. And a week from today, he's going to be 14, and he's going to be able to get his learner's permit. Now, obviously, with this engine in here having a cracked block and us needing to swap this other engine into it, that's not happening within a week. A big part of the reason that this has been so slow, aside from our ongoing lack of funds, is just scheduling stuff, getting the time together. The boys are with their mom a lot of the time. They have after school stuff, there's scouts and youth sports in season, and it's hard to get a block of time in a row to actually make progress on this. So the boys don't know this, but in this week to come, I'm hoping to knock out some of the prep work, at least, that we need to do to get this engine out of here. And I'm going to dedicate a little time this week to get it done. And, it won't be ready to drive or anything next week when his birthday rolls around. But at least we could be that much closer. And the holidays are coming up, and that's when we'll likely have bigger blocks of time available to maybe get some stuff done. So, the garage has been revamped. It's much more comfortable space in here now than it used to be. And, I'm going to try to make this, hopefully, fingers crossed, kick off of a new spate of production on this project. So, wish me luck. And I guess without further ado, I'm going to start doing stuff. One thing in particular about this 260Z 2+2, it's from 1974. It's the only year in the U.S. the 260 model was sold. Before that, it was the 240, and then it quickly upgraded to the 280. But it has these ugly, big American bumpers on it. The back one's not quite such a crime, but this front one is egregious. Look at that. So I'm going to take those off. Not only do I think it'll look better in the long run, maybe we can find some of the cooler Japanese spec ones to put on there. I don't know. But for now, not only will it look a little sharper, but it'll also give us another about foot of room in the garage to walk around it, which we can use every inch of that we can get. So that's what I'm going to do first. Okay, well, I think that's going to be a good stopping point for this evening. I got the back bumper off of the arms here that hold it, but unlike the front, these arms look like they're going to be more of a pain in the butt to get out of the apron there. This one especially, because the fuel tank is right up against it on this side. And had I known that would have been a pain in my butt in the future, I might have done this when I had that fuel tank out some time ago. The one on that side is probably not going to be as bad, but I'm still not sure how I'm going to get it through this little tiny hole in the apron there. I'm going to do some research on that. Meanwhile, over the front Front is a little tidier. I managed to get it all out of there. So, you know, I mean, we're close in here. I got the door shut to the garage. But there it is. So I maybe didn't get as much done this evening as I would have liked to, but I mean, I feel like this is 80% anyway. I just got to get those little arms that hold the bumper on the back off, and then that's pretty much that for this phase. Next time I'm out here, if I can't figure that out, I'm just going to jump in with doing more of taking all the stuff off this engine that needs to go onto the new one that we're going to transplant in. So this is Thursday night. We'll see you next time I got the opportunity. Well, here we are again. It's been a few days since my last post there where I was taking the bumpers off. Over the last few days, I have gone ahead and taken off the distributor off of here, started getting the radiator unhooked. I've just kind of been going around as I'm passing through to take care of the chickens. Just do a couple little things as I pass by. Today I'm going to keep at it, just start taking stuff out of the engine compartment that needs to come out of there to get this engine out and swapped, and just see what kind of progress I can make. 3 days until the kid's birthday, so here we go. Well, I feel like this was a pretty productive day for the old man. Just had some tunes on, pulling stuff off the old engine so that we can, lighten it up, make it as easy as possible to pull out of there so we can start bolting stuff back onto that new engine over there. So, I don't know, I think I got a lot accomplished, more than I initially intended to even set out to try. So I feel pretty good about that. Let's do a little inventory, shall we? So I already have these carbs off, these SUs. If you watch some of our old videos, you can see I went round and round with those for a while. That's a whole other story. And here is the intake manifold that those attach to. I'm going to put that on the new engine. Today I took off this exhaust manifold, which I've just noticed today for the first time has a different identification number on it. This says N36, and the old one, or actually the new one I guess I should say, says N47. But it looks like the flange bolts up the same place, so I'm going to assume, fingers crossed, that everything will bolt up. Anyhow, got that off. I could not get a single one of the 6 bolts holding it on to come loose, and since I'm not that concerned about the old engine with the crack in it, I just shaved them all off with a cold chisel. Worked like a charm. I also took off the starter, which is not too tough. Unhooked the radiator, one of the hoses. Got the alternator off, which I noticed an issue that I had with this car was it was really dreadfully difficult trying to put the belt on it because this alternator sat directly up against the engine block and there was no room to adjust it back and forth, you know, to tighten the belt. And today I've noticed something for the first time. It says marine. Is this a boat alternator? What's the deal with that? If anybody knows, let me know, because that's funny. And then I also took off this thing, which I'm still not entirely sure what it does. And here's some more of the hardware for the throttle for the dual carbs. So I got all this taken off. I'm not going to get to these back bumper shocks, unfortunately, as quickly as I would like to. I'd like to have them off there now, but I watched another YouTube video that shows how to take them off, and it's an enormous pain in the butt. So, later. I got the tires all aired up, all the way around. So, it looks like it's ready to go somewhere. You can tell that I've taken a bunch of stuff off the engine. Look, it's sitting higher in the front now. Notice that? Sitting up on the springs there. Because, I mean, taking off that exhaust manifold, the intake manifold, all that other stuff, I mean, it's got to be probably a couple 100 pounds lighter, I would think. So I guess that's going to be it for today. See what else I can get knocked out this week before birthday time on Thursday. Today's Monday, 3 more days. It's Tuesday night, and I've come back out to the garage to poke around and, you know, do whatever I can do to move things along a little bit more. I probably won't spend too much time out here, but, you know, every step in the right direction is still a step. So you can see, even after hitting these vinyl door panels here with some Armor All, it just soaked it right up. Sucked it right in, drank it up. I don't know how many coats you have to put on. This stuff's pretty dried out, but it's not super cracked. It's a little floppy here at the bottom. Both sides, the door cards are warped like that. But, you know, I mean, it's still pretty intact. It's kind of surprising. And then I hit the dash here, which this is an aftermarket dash cover cap thing. And you can see, but it does shine up pretty good. It's got a crack in it here. And this edge of it's kind of come unglued, so it needs to be glued back down. Door panel on that side looks marginally better. I hit it with Armor All too, but again, it's the same thing. All the vinyl, like the rubber in this car, is super dried out. Like the seats, you know, they don't look too bad. They've just started to come apart here, just disintegrating this material. So, and the driver's seat is just about identical to that. But, you know, here's the shifter and console here. There's still a little bit Armor All there. I didn't get buffed out very good, but I mean, it looks better than it did. You know, just every once in a while, even if it just sits out here, I got to go through it and tidy it, you know, keep it from getting just encrusted. At any rate, the windshield's about as clean as it ever gets. So that's good. The rear window is still dirty as hell though. So I'm gonna hit that too. Oh, that's another thing. You see the mirror over there. Check this one out here. We had a hailstorm a while back while this car was sitting out in my driveway, and I didn't notice it until later. But look at that. The hail broke my sporty mirror here of this matching set. And then a drag. Damn it. Well, hello, pretty dog. Alaska, where's my dog? Where's my baby dog? Who is it? Yeah. I'm not going nowhere. She thinks I'm going somewhere because I'm in the car. We're not going nowhere, baby. You just stay out there. We'll be good. Anyway, I'm going to hit this back window and clean it up next. And then we'll see what's what. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for Tuesday. All I really did was some cleaning, tidying stuff. But, you know, we've been working on this car so long now that it's gotten dusty multiple times. And so every once in a while, you got to kind of knock it down before it gets too deep. Tomorrow night, there's school stuff happening. So this is probably the last I'm going to tinker with this before the boy's birthday, actually on Thursday. So I mean, at least it looks nicer. I got a lot further toward our goal of getting this engine jerked out of here. So, you know, moving forward. So that's it for Tuesday night. We'll see you soon. Aw, am I delicious? Somebody's got puppy breath. Well, today is actually Thursday, Nash's birthday, and he's still at school. I'm going to fetch him a little early today because we got an appointment at the driver's license office because today he's 14 and could get his learner's permit if he can pass his test. So the old man is going to spend the next hour or so just getting a little bit more, taking off this engine, just to reduce the weight of it when we pull it out of here. Just to, you know, the less it weighs when we pull it out, the easier it's going to be to handle it and figure out where I'm going to put it. So anyhow, without further ado, I'm going to do some stuff. Go check it out. I was hoping maybe we could figure out where the crack was in this thing, getting the head off of it. We'll have to explore it more when we have some more time when the boys are here. I've got to run here in just a minute and pick Nash up from school to take him to the DMV. So today I got off the cylinder head in its entirety, and that includes the cam assembly, of course, and sprocket and all that biz. Valve cover. I might swap this valve cover onto the new engine because it's actually nicer than the one on that one. We'll let that ride until later. So I guess that's it for now. I'm gonna go pick him up right now. Little brother Moses is actually away at a friend's by coincidence today, so he won't be here when Nash gets home and sees the progress we've made, but you'll see it soon. So anyway, off I go to get the boy. So, what day is it?
It's my birthday.
How old are you now?
14.
Yeah.
Already.
So where have we just been?
To get my learner's permit, and I passed.
Yes.
Paper copy in my pocket right now.
Somebody passed his written test, 23 out of 25. Let's
Just do the front.
I've been tinkering around out here a little bit this last week or so in prep for your birthday.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's gonna be a lot easier to pull this thing out of here.
100%. Look at that.
Yep. And I was hoping maybe getting the head off of the block here, maybe we could figure out where it was cracked. I'm not seeing it right away, but we can, when Mosey's here, like this weekend or something, we can come out here and do some more shooting and like maybe inspect that and see if we can figure out where that crack is.
Thank you so much for doing
You're
that.
welcome. And like look inside too. I cleaned the glass a little bit and I armor-alled
What the heck is that?
the
Is that
inside.
an oily bearing?
Oh yeah, let me have that. That probably came off when I was trying to find a place to park. I was trying to find a place to park the head. When I took it off, it was extremely heavy and also oily. So, anyway, happy birthday, kid.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And
That's awesome.
sometime here, we're going to have some holiday time off. Don't you have a bunch of time off for Thanksgiving
10
coming?
days.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah, starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow?
Yes.
You're off all next week?
Yeah, all the way
Okay,
until
well.
December 1st.
All right. Well, let's
Definitely get
let's
to work.
prioritize when you're off of school all those days. Let's get in there. I'm like, why is it so dark in here? I realized I turned off this. I turned this one off earlier. There we go. Oh, look at there. Hey.
It's got text on it. It's backwards.
What's that?
I mean, like this. It's got writing. What does that say?
Yeah, it says Printo Seal.
Printer seal.
This is the head gasket. You always hear about people blowing a head gasket.
Yeah.
And that's this thing. And usually when you blow a head gasket, then you start getting your coolant in your oil or losing it or burning it in the cylinders. But man, I'm not seeing where it was leaking at. It sure was though. So to get this out of here, as far as I can see, there's some bolts holding this onto what they call the bell housing here on the transmission. And then there's the bolts here and here. This is the motor mounts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you take the motor mounts out or the bolts out and take these bolts out, as far as I know, it should come out. So
all we're gonna do is just attach the hoist to get those undone and
yep.
pull this thing out, and then we have the incredible job of putting it all back together. And
Yeah. It's gonna be. But while we have the engine out, we could take the opportunity to tidy some stuff up in here. Like it's a freaking mess down in here. Yeah, I'm not good with wiring and stuff, but like getting a new wiring harness and replacing at least parts of this would be good.
Like, just look at the front of you.
I know.
To like the horns and stuff.
I know. It's remarkable that as much of the electrics on this car work as do.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, this is progress. I know it's been slow. It's been 3.5 years since you bought this car, and I know, and I'm sorry it hasn't been faster, but still moving.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy. I love you, dude.
Thank you very much. It really is. Oh, that's awesome. Look at this.
Dum-da-da-dum. All right, so I mean that's a wrap on the birthday edition.
I have a gift for you as well.
Oh,
Kit Kat and some Reese's.
kid knows me well. Thank you,
Indeed.
my son.
Indeed.
He's got a driver's license now. Well, learner's permit. He's got you got to hang on to that. Don't lose it. They're gonna send you an actual.
Yeah.
They're gonna send him an actual plastic one in the mail shortly. But he's got the paper one anyway. Yeah, is that your name? Is that your face? Look at that. There's his face. Look at that. They didn't even take a bad picture of him. I don't even know if it counts officially. So
It'll come along at some point.
anyway, until next time, we're gonna try to get some stuff done over the Thanksgiving weekend. We hope that you have a great Thanksgiving, and want to send a special shout out in this episode to our good friend Simon Mears, who was the one who found us this spare engine. He passed away unexpectedly recently. He was an old friend of mine from all the way back in middle school days, like 45 years. And it's like we're getting older, but it still always, yeah.
Considerably.
I know. It's always an unexpected kick in the gut when you lose your old friends. But he was a good one. We love him, and may he rest in peace. And we thank him forever for getting us hooked up with this new engine. So thank you, Simon. Rest in peace, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see y'all later.
See ya. Ox Studios.
Bye-bye.